Sri Sairam. In the previous class, we have solved few problems from the exercise uh, 11.3, and today we are going to solve few more examples from the same exercise. Here, the problem here, 5 students are staying in a dormitory. In how many ways can you allot 5 beds to them? Here the problem is there are 5 students and there are 5 beds. In how many ways we can arrange? In how many ways we can accommodate 5 students in 5 different beds? This is a problem here. Solution to this problem is there are 5 students, say student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4 and student 5. So there are 5 students. Similarly, there are 5 beds. There are 5 beds. Say beds, say we have 5 beds. Okay, that means there will be 5 vacant places. There are 5 things. See, I can call that 1, 2, 3, 4. So bed 1, bed 2, bed 3, bed 4 and bed 5. Bed 1, say bed 1, bed 2, bed 3, bed 4 and bed 5. Okay, beds will be, say, you can say B1, B2, B3, B4. Okay, there will be 5 beds as well as there will be 5 students here. So now the first bed can be arranged, can be accommodated in for 5 students. Either you can accommodate bed 1 for student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4 or student 5. So there are how many choices will be there for first bed? There will be 5 chances there for the first bed. Now come to second bed. Already you have allotted one bed to a particular student, either student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4 or student 5. So now one student got bed. Now remaining students are 4. Say for example, I accommodated this student for the first bed. Now there will be 4 students left. Similarly, there will be 4 beds are left. And the second bed can be arranged in 4 ways. There will be 4 choices for that. So either you can accommodate student 2, student 3, student 4 or student 5 in bed 2. So that means there will be 4 choices. Similarly, one student left, either say, so you have given a bed for student 3. Now how many students were left? S2, S4, S5. There are 3 students are left, and here there will be 3 beds are available. So you need to accommodate 3 beds to the remaining students. So now B3 can be arranged in 3 different ways. You can accommodate S2, S4 or S5. So this can be arranged in 3 different ways. There will be 3 choices will be there. Similarly, one is now one of the student after this 3, so you accommodated say S2 and rest is S4 and S5, and also we have 2 beds. Again there will be how many choices for to give bed number 4 is there will be 2 choices, and similarly one student got accommodation. Now S4 will be we left with only one choice, so there will be only one choice of filling bed number 5. So that all the students got accommodated in different beds. Therefore, how many ways we can arrange it? So by the principle of multiplication, so we can have 5 into the total number of ways. So the total number of ways to give bits to them is, there will be 5 factorial ways, understand, there will be, see, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that will be 5 factorial, right? So that is 5 factorial. So 5 factorial is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this will be equal to 3 2s are 6 and this is 20. Okay, 5 4s are 20, 26 are 20 into 6. So there will be how many ways? 26 are 120. So there will be 120 ways you can arrange the beds to the students. Next problem. Here, how many ways can the letter of the word triangle be arranged? Here, how many ways you can arrange irrespective of whatever the word. So, means you have to arrange the triangle. Say, now here it is one way of arranging the word, and other way is what? You replace T here and R here. That gives another arrangement. Okay. So, like that, how many ways you can arrange the word triangle? Here, to know this number of arrangements, so first you have to count the number of letters in the word triangle. So here you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There will be 8 letters in the word triangle. So there are 8 letters in the word triangle. Okay. So now, how many? So therefore, there will be 8. There will be 8 vacant places. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here, these are the number of choices you can arrange the letters of the word triangle. Okay, and the first place can be arranged in 8 ways. Okay, either you can have T, either you can have R, or I, A, N, G, L, E. Okay, any of the letter you can fill in the first vacant place. So how many ways you can fill the first place? So there will be 8 ways. Okay, there will be 8 choices. Now one of the word is removed now. Sorry, one of the letter is removed. So how many letters you left? 7 letters. So now second place is filled in 7 ways. And similarly, one word is removed, one letter is removed now. Then the remaining number of letters will be 6, and this place can be filled in 6 different ways. And similarly, one letter is removed, then you left with 5 letters. Similarly, 4 letters, 3 letters, 2 letters, and finally 1 letter. This is how you can arrange the letters of the word triangle. So therefore, what is this? By using the rule of multiplication, so the total number of arrangements will be, arrangements is equal to 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So what is this? 8 factorial. What is the answer? So you can multiply 8 into 4 in 8 into 7 into like that. You will get 40320. See, 40320 is the number of arrangements, so that you can arrange the word triangle in different ways. There will be 40,320 ways you can arrange the letter of the word triangle. How many 4-digit numbers can be formed with the digits 1, 2, 3 and 4 and with distinct digits? This means with the distinct digits means here you are not supposed to repeat the digits. So, okay, the repetition is not allowed here to make 4-digit numbers, understand? So, if repetition is allowed, there will be 4 vacant places because we need to form 4-digit number. There will be 4 digits, and if repetition is allowed, the first place can be filled by 4 ways and the second place is filled by 4 ways again because repetition is allowed, and the third place is filled by 4 ways again because, as you told, the repetition is allowed, and the fourth place is filled by 4 ways, 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. In that, many arrangements will be possible if repetition is allowed. But here the problem is there will be distinct digits or distinct numbers. Okay, that means the repetition is not allowed. So here the given numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need to form 4-digit number 1, 2, 3. See here, the first place can be filled in 4 different ways. Either you can use 4, 3, 2, 1. So there will be 4 choices to fill the first place. And here, and you remove one of the digit and you left with 3 digits. So the second place will be filled by 3 ways. There will be 3 choices of filling the second place. Similarly, you remove one of the digit, and out of 2 digits you can fill this place in 2 different ways, and you remove one of the letter, one of the digit, and you left with only one choice in this place. Therefore, by using principle of multiplication rule, so we have the total number of 4-digits numbers will be equal to what? There will be 4 factorial ways. So 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 4 3s are 12. 2 into 1 is 2. 12 2s are 24. So there will be a 24 distinct 4-digit numbers are possible with using the given digits 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now let's discuss about permutation of R objects out of N objects. Okay. Suppose you have 5 story books and you want to distribute one each to Asha, Akhtar and Jaswinder. Here that means how many story books are there? There will be 5 story books, and you need to distribute those books to 3 people. Those are Asha, Akhtar and Jaswinder. That means there will be 5 number of objects. There will be 5, and you need to distribute that to R number of objects. R number of objects here is Asha, Akhtar and Jaswinder. In how many ways can you do it? You can give any one of the 5 books to Asha. Understand? So how many choices to Asha? Get 5 choices. And one book is removed. And you can give any one of the 4 books, because already one book is given to Asha, and we left with 4 books, and 4 different books we can give to Akhtar. Means we can give only one book to Akhtar out of 4 books. So there will be 4 choices to him to choose one book out of 4 books. You can give now. Then how many books how many books you can, how many choices of choosing a book to Jaswinder, how many ways you can choose? You can choose only 3 ways because only 3 books are left. So you can have only 3 choices to pick one book to him. So therefore, Asha got 5 ways, Akhtar got 4 ways, and Jaswinder got 3 ways. Okay, then how many total number of ways you can distribute one book to each one of them is 4 to Asha, 5 to Asha, 4 to Akhtar, and 3 books to Jaswinder. There will be 5 into 4 into 3 will be equal to 60. Therefore, you can distribute in 60 different ways to Asha, Akhtar, and Jaswinder. So we can generalize this, okay, for n objects and r objects. So suppose you have to arrange r objects out of n objects. In how many ways can you do it? Let us view this in the following way. Suppose you have n objects and you have to arrange r of these in r boxes, one object in each box. That means there will be r boxes, okay, r boxes, okay, and each box you can fill with one object, so that is n. Like in second box you can fill with n minus 1, like that it will continuous, okay. Suppose there is one box, r is equal to 1. You can put any of the n objects in it, and this can be done in n different ways. Understand, suppose you have only one box and there will be n number of objects. So we can fill that place in n different ways. And suppose you have two boxes, say, how many ways you can fill n objects if you have two boxes? So there will be n into n minus 1, okay. So similarly, if you have three boxes, say R1, R2, R3, how many ways you can fill that 3 boxes out of n objects? So you can fill the first place by n objects, and the second place is n minus 1, and the third box will be n minus 2 ways. So like that it will continues, okay. So to continuation of that, we will see the theorem. The number of permutation of r objects out of n objects is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into and so on, n minus r plus 1 number of arrangements. The number of permutation of r out of n objects is, we can denote it by npr. And thus the expression for npr can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into and so on, n minus r plus 1. So let us see the proof of this one. Suppose we have r objects and we need to arrange these objects out of n different objects. In fact, it is equivalent to fill r places each with one of the objects out of the given n objects. That means we need to fill the r number of objects using n number of objects. See, the first place, as we discussed, the first place is filled in n different ways, and the second place can be filled in n into n minus, the second place is filled by only n minus 1, because already you filled the first place in n different ways and you removed one of the object out of n objects and you left with only n minus 1 objects, and the second place can be filled by n minus 1 objects. Similarly, the third place can be filled in n minus 2 because you removed the 2 objects out of n objects. So, and you will have choices of filling is n minus 2 ways in the third place. Similarly, the last place can be filled in n minus r of r minus 1 ways, that is, you can multiply this minus 2 r minus 1, you will get n minus r plus 1 ways. You can fill the last place out of n objects. So therefore, we can arrange this by using the counting principle. You can find out the number of ways to fill the r boxes out of n objects. So that is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on n minus r plus 1 ways you can fill it. So let us see what is the derivation of npr equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial, and r is in between 0 to n. We will see that r equal to 0, which is a particular case, and r is equal to n, which is also a particular case. We will discuss that. So, let us see the derivation first. As we know that NPR is n into n minus 1, so on n minus r plus 1. So, what you do is you just multiply the numerator and denominator of this by this n minus r into n minus r minus 1 and so on, 3 into 2 into 1. If you divide so, and you look at the numerator here, n into n minus 1 and so on, which is end with 3 into 2 into 1, that means what? It is a factorial, n factorial. So, we can denote the numerator by n factorial. And look at the denominator here. The first term is n minus r, and it is decreased by one term and end up with 3 into 2 into 1. So, which is like here the first term will be n minus r, and this can be represented as n minus r factorial. And hence we got the derivation for NPR as n factorial divided by n minus r factorial, where the r is 0, which is less than or equal to r, which is less than or equal to n, between 0 and n. Now, let us see the particular case. NPN is equal to n factorial. Like we have discussed problems in the beginning, there will be 5 students and arrange beds for 5 students. There are 5 beds and 5 students. How many ways we have arranged it? 5 factorial ways, which is related to that. So, now here we know that NPR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Here r is equal to n. So, if I take r is equal to n, then it will be NPN is equal to n factorial divided by n minus, what is r? N factorial. What is this? N factorial divided by n minus n will be 0. 0 with factorial is 0 factorial is equal to, as you know that 0 factorial is 1. So, you left with n factorial. Hence, we can say NPN is equal to n factorial. And in particular case, so here also NP0 is equal to 1. So, that means we have NPR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. So, here r is equal to 0, and it will be NP0 is equal to n factorial divided by, what is this? N minus, what is r? 0 factorial, which is equal to n factorial divided by, what is n minus 0? Which will be n only and with factorial. So, this will get cancelled and you left with 1. So, NP0 will be equal to 1. So, in the coming class, I am going to discuss about the next exercise, which is 11.4. Thank you. Sai Ram.